spoken to, they all say the same thing. This kind of a catastrophe, there's no way of knowing how many people that they're going to find in there, how many people are dead, how many people are alive. There's really no way to know how difficult their task is going to be going in there and trying to dig through the remains of two 110-story buildings.
As one rescue worker who had been down there told me, it's just hell down there. You can't move around.
I want to reassure the American people that the full resources of the federal government are working to assist local authorities to save lives and to help the victims of these attacks. Make no mistake, the United States will hunt down and punish those responsible for these cowardly acts.
It's because as you look at this disaster scene, that's a live picture. That is a live picture 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 4.5 hours after this actually occurred, and you're looking at the smoke and the dust still emerging.
No, I know that, but like, what's going on?
This is just precautionary measure.
Okay.
Just a precaution.
Yeah. You were in bed?
I was in bed, and it came on the radio, and I was like, "Oh crap," you know. And it was kind of weird. It's just gonna it's gonna continue. It's nothing we can really do at the time. It only takes 1 second. So, and they proved it. So obviously, all the high-tech stuff that we have, obviously, is not doing too much.
Hey, I don't think they should have got to the Pentagon though.
Do you think it'll happen again?
Who knows? Probably no. They'd probably be on guard, but they still probably try something else. We never know these suicide people.
Where were you this morning when you found out about what happened?
I was at a scientific conference, actually.
You were at a conference?
Yeah. I think it's very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad indeed.
And do you think it'll happen again, something like this?
I think it probably will.
You probably will?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. We're living in England, actually.
Oh, really? You're from
Yeah,
England?
yeah. So we're used to a lot of terrorism already, so, you know, it's just like...
What would be your opinion on the course of action at this point?
That's a difficult question. I think they really ought to... I don't know, who's to say? I mean, it's like a question of finding out who's actually done it, but I don't know how they're going to do it. I really don't.
Where were you guys this morning when you found out?
In our hotel room.
In a hotel room?
Yeah, we literally woke up exactly the time that it happened, at 9:15, and we basically showered, got out of the shower, turned the television on, and the second plane had just hit. So it was just like terrible.
So you saw everything as it was happening?
Pretty much live. The newsreaders were choking up the whole kind of thing. They just couldn't describe the scene at all. It was absolutely terrible.
How did you feel?
Well, very strange actually, because we were in New York 3 days ago, and that was my first trip to New York, so very, very shocked and quite emotional about the whole thing.
I was in the Army.
You were in the Army? How long ago?
50-something years.
Wow, 50 years.
Yeah, well, I got out in 45.
And where were you this morning when you found out about what happened?
I was at home. I turned the television on, and that's the first thing I saw, and it stayed on for about 3 hours.
How did you feel about it?
I don't know. It's give you a sick feeling in the stomach. They say it's a terrorist. It's a terrorist. But the thing about it is, they set that thing on fire on the top, but the fireman couldn't get to it. You know, I don't know if it's out. I don't know if they put it out or not. Pentagon.
You know what happened to the building? Remember the building that was on fire?
Yeah.
You know what happened to it, right? It crumbled. All of it destroyed.
What, the whole building?
The whole
From
building.
down to the floor, to the ground?
Both of them.
Down to the ground.
Both of them to the ground.
Well, they investigated the whole building, didn't they?
They're not sure.
Anybody get hurt?
Yep. They're saying maybe over 1,000.
Well, you're talking about the World Trade Center.
World Trade Center. Both of them. There's 2 buildings.
Insane.
Were you in World War II?
Huh?
Did you fight in World War II?
Yeah, I'm from World War II.
Do you think this is worse than Pearl Harbor?
I would say yes. One thing is closer to home, and like you say, about 1,000 people might have got hurt. Okay.
I was working over here at the Renaissance Center. No, I work day labor. And I live in a mission, right? You know, like we're homeless people, but like some of us work. You know, we work day labor.
Okay.
And I was working over here at the Renaissance Center, and I was stripping and waxing the floor, right? And when it all happened, they come and shut us all down. and told us we had to go. When I came outside, them guys that with the towel heads, you know, the Indian guys that drive the cabs and everything, they locked 8 of them up. Right? And to
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
They locked them up and put them in the paddy wagon.
Really?
Oh yes, really.
Yeah.
So they locked all of the taxi drivers up.
Yes, they did.
And took them away.
We had one president, right, man, that was giving our country away. Got another one that's selling it now. Yeah.
Like I say, I'm a veteran too.
You're a
I did my
veteran?
did my tours in Nam. That's how I got that piece of scrap metal.
But see, like what I was saying about being a Vietnam vet, right, man, you be a Vietnam vet, right, man, I can't get nothing from my country, right, and you got these people, right, man, that they bring from other countries, right, that blow up things in their country just for a cause.
And you know, and
because
you feel,
the win, right, and I can't get nothing from my country, and I fought twice. I did 2 tours of Vietnam, right, man, and I can't do nothing for my country.
Do you feel
my
that
country won't do nothing for me, but I work every day, right? I'm homeless. I lost my wife last year. You know, she died in my arms with a bone marrow disease. I go to people, go to these places where I'm supposed to get help. You know, they say, well, we know. And then a week later, my mother died. And then we can't get no help. And then you got these other people, they come to our country and they give them motels, 7-Elevens, a bank account, and I'm an American citizen.
Getting mail today. I already checked. Gosh, I hope my wife called me. Something. Gosh, I can't even imagine what it's going through. I mean, like she falls off the chair and or something makes a loud noise at night, and she's out of control, scared. I'm sure if a building blows up, she's not gonna react too well to it. Still recording. My feet hurt. Where's the phone? Oh, right here. Yes, she did call me. Fear it so much. She's not there. This is my wife.
Hi.
She was in Washington. She just got home. How long did it take you to get home?
4 hours.
4 hours. She's alive.
I would have called you, but
Yeah,
the phones didn't work.
I figured it didn't work. somewhere.
My office phone signal.
Did you see it?
I saw everything.
Announcing that telephone number shortly.
Isn't that incredible?
Like, I got in early, and Lynn, the lady whose office is next to me, walked by, and she's like, oh my gosh, this plane crashed into the World Trade Center. I don't remember if she said 1 or 2, but she said a plane crashed into the World Trade Center. Like, how'd you know? She's like, one of my friends from New York just called me. So we went to find a TV, and so we watched it from basically the beginning of it. And when the towers exploded and you know, collapsed and everything, the reporter out there was just like, he had nothing to say at all. He just sat there. He's like, there are no words. I mean, it was when they were evacuating the White House and the Pentagon, and there was some explosion or bomb, whatever, that went off that we felt at our office. I mean, you could feel it, and we totally heard it. And that may have been the State Department bombing. But police everywhere. I mean, you walked out on the street, you know, you couldn't drive anywhere. And cops everywhere. On the metro, they had most of the exits from the metro all blocked off. The gates were locked. You couldn't get in anywhere. We waited for hours for a train. They turned all the Amtrak and MARC trains off. I don't know. They canceled all the MARC trains and all the Amtrak trains and half the metro trains. But they decided to let one MARC go. So they hooked 2 MARC trains together. And after we sat in it for like an hour, they took off. I mean, they went slow so they could like manage both trains, but yeah. People who are in foreign policy basically think they already know who it is. Are pretty sure they already know who it is. Just due to threats over the past several weeks that have come in about different things.
But I mean, what if like America did something pretty stupid and then they started bombing America and like you and I had to suffer the consequences of someone else's actions?
No one other country has as much military power as we do, or has as much backing as we do. Like, all the UN backs us. So if we do something, they support what we do. I mean, we wouldn't do something without asking everyone else, are you cool with this?
I don't think attacking a whole country is the solution either.
Well,
why?
Well, for one, it's a bit rash to like kill a whole country, and we, you know, us as America, we've made that mistake and have not gained a good reputation for it.
When?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
John, how do you think we should react to this, the nation?
I don't really know, but I don't think.
Okay, how about this? Hold on. Do you think it would be better to be aggressive or passive?
Well, my roommate said something about just sending out like a manhunter.
They've already done that, though. They have searched for this guy.
They have a
for
$5
years.
billion bounty on
But we
his
still
head.
don't know who it is. That's the thing.
Well, they've been looking for him for so long. He's such a big terrorist, and no one's been able to get him.
If we start a war, if we start a war against some country, I mean, it would take a while, but I think globally it would be a bad idea to just start a war.